Thank you so much to all the sponsors here on the morning show. For those of you who choose to use our platform to get the word out, we thank you so much. And for those of you thinking about it, give us a call today, man. You've been on the fence for a very long time. Time for you to get off the fence and get your business moving. Give us a call today. That's 465-2621. That's 465-2621. Just ask for Vinette. We have plenty of packages to suit your pocket and your business needs. And talking about that, we also have a Valentine's package happening right now. But we'll be back right after these messages for Fire Talk.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you. Always. Right here till the very At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Always. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Always. Right here till the very end. Unlocking opportunities, Ectel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel through the EC bill, safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly, keep the number true. Excel through the EC bill, promoting their play in the digital world every single day. Affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Ectel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Ectel and the NTRCs digitally transforming our space together.
This coming Valentine's, experience an unforgettable Valentine's evening at Carambola Beach Club. Indulge in a three-course chef-curated menu alongside wine and themed cocktail specials and a gift of a beautiful rose for each lady. Dance the night away in beachside ambience as live jazz entertainment serenades you and your special someone. Give us a call at 465-9090 or 763-9090 or visit us at carambolabeachclub.com to make your reservations for this enchanting Valentine's experience.
What has you so happy? My home internet just got upgraded and I didn't even have to pay for it. What? Which network you have? Flow. Now I can get the fastest fiber internet in St. Kitts and Nevis for the lowest price.
Fastest internet for the lowest price? What's the catch?
No catch, my friend. 300 megabits per second for just $135 a month. With Flow, you truly get the best internet experience around.
Switch to Flow for the fastest fiber internet at the lowest price. Visit a Flow store today. Conditions apply.
This message brought to you by ZIZ and the Fire Department of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I am Woman Fire Officer Mavis White Archibald with your safety tip for today. Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? During a fire, early warning from a working smoke alarm plus a fire escape plan that has been practiced regularly can save lives.
This message was brought to you by ZIZ and the St. Kitts Nevis Fire Department.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's time now for our Fire Talk conversation, and I do believe it's been a while since I've seen you. I've seen you for the year, but it's been a while since I've seen you. Good morning, Mr. Clark. How are you doing today?
Morning, Jackie. I'm fine, thanks.
All right, great, man. Welcome to the studio as usual.
Thank you. Good pleasure.
We will be joined by Fire Station Officer Hodge shortly, so we'll make provision for him when he gets in. In the meantime, though, let's get into our conversations this morning.
Good morning, JQ. Thanks for being here. I'm very happy to be here once again in the studio of ZIZ. Good morning to the radio listeners and viewing listeners as well. My name is Dav Van Clark, Fire Station Officer from the St. Kitts Nevis Fire Rescue Services.
Welcome.
Thank you.
On the table for discussion this morning, we're going to be tackling a number of issues, in particular the 5 different classes of fires.
Okay.
All right. You're the expert here. Which is number one? Should we start there? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to the breakdown this morning.
Fine.
5 different classes. What are they?
Well, firstly, let's touch on the whole topic surrounding fire prevention. Fire prevention is any measure taken by any individual or organization that will aid in the prevention and detection of a fire in an event of a fire. Helps to minimize its effect on life or property. For fire to start, we have something we call what constitutes a fire. You must have we have a fire triangle. One side we have oxygen, on the side we have heat, we must need a heat source, and the other side we have fuel. Fuel is anything that can burn. That can break down in 3 different categories: solid, liquid, and gas. So out of that now is where we're going to touch on the 5 different classes of fires. Okay? Firstly, let's start off by Class A fires. Combustible materials.
That's you.
Which involve any ordinary combustibles. We have wood, paper, fabric, plastic, any of the above. Okay? We have Class B. Liquids or gas. Liquids, we have alcohol, diesel, kerosene, and these alcohol, diesel, grease, and those stuff. When you come to the gaseous side of it now, we have the methane, the LPG, what we use to cook our food with, and we have the aerosol, the BAP spray, and the cologne, and the stuff. Those are come out in the form of gaseous form. Okay? We're moving on to Class C now, which involves energized electrical equipment. And I use the word energized because it is very much important. Energized meaning that it is being energized by electricity. So if a fire is to start with a computer plugged in to the electrical outlet, it be energized by electricity. If we have the computer plugged out, and someone manfully go and light or throw on some flammable liquid and light the computer without it being plugged into the electrical outlet, it is being classed as a class what? Class A. Because the plastic and what other components.
Okay, so you're going with this now, right? Okay.
So it must be energized. Okay? If we respond to a fire and it's deemed electrical, the first operation is to do is de-energize the area, turn off electricity. So that will move it from a Class A, from a Class C, and it will be turned now into a Class A. So that's where the importance of the proper fire extinguishers and the proper media need to be used.
Right.
Because in Class C fires, we mostly use carbon dioxide, CO2. But if we de-energize, we have to use now water because it's now breakdown to and gone to a Class A fire.
I get you. So you have to really be paying attention then.
Yes. Yes.
So you might have a situation where you might think, well, if you're not paying attention, you might be using the wrong agent to out the fire.
And you might get electrocuted, or the fire might intensify and get worse.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Let's move on to class D now. Combustible metals. Metallic substance such as sodium, titanium, zirconium, or magnesium. Once water is applied to them, they will have a reaction, a very violent reaction. So you have to be very careful as well.
Right.
Okay, let's move on to class K. The final class of fire, which is class K, which we use in as class K means kitchen fires. It mostly happen in industrial size kitchen, of course with big restaurants. Those fires will involve grease or oil specifically from cooking. So in an event to prevent such, we're asking persons to clean the area thoroughly to prevent the build-up of grease and oil around, especially these deep fryers or whatever stove you're using to cook or to fry or to make sure that your business is up and running. Most time, person we go to these kind of fires, the mess in the area, the walls full of grease, the floor, the surface full of grease and oils.
Right.
Over time, they will have a fire, and once these fires start, it'll be very, very hard to extinguish. So we'll be looking for. So we know as firefighters, as the professionals, we have to risk our lives to go in there to get this fire out, to save property and save lives. We can just use the simple methods of just cleaning these areas thoroughly after each use or on a weekly basis or daily basis. Okay?
Gotcha.
So basically, those are the 5 classes of fires. As I say, we cannot get them mixed up. If you're going to touch back on class B fires, which involves gases and liquids, applying water might not be the best choice.
Right.
If you're frying and you realize that fire gets inside of the frying pan, we have a number of options that we can use. One, you can turn off the gas if it is safe to do so, especially if it's on the outside. Turn it off, but the fire will still be inside because we have heated oil inside. So we can just take a lid or a cover and just basically cover the frying pan. That will be eliminating the oxygen. Remember we said earlier, in the fire triangle, we must need heat, oxygen, and fuel. Heat is already in the pan because the heated oil. Oxygen is all around us, and the fuel is the oil. So we're going to eliminate the oxygen. But once we take off the lid and once we're going to reintroduce the oxygen, it's going to flare up again. So we keep it covered and leave it covered. I can obviously take it on the outside. We can also take a wet cloth, has to be wet, and cover it. Because if it is dry, it's going to get right. So once you wet it, it would eliminate the fire from catching the cloth and blazing up.
Can I ask you this though? What are the most common causes of fires in homes and businesses here in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Yes. 1, negligence. 2, electrical. And person not having the basic knowledge of fire prevention. Having a number of hazards around, like simple things like lighting a stove. They turn on the gas and they go to look for a match. The gas is being released. So by the time they find the match and light the stove, it's an explosion because we have oxygen, heat, and fuel present. Okay?
It's already in the room now.
Already, yeah.
Okay.
We have electrical. As I say, person often overload their electrical sockets and overload the extension cords. We have person running electrical cords under their mats. Once the cord is cut or frayed, once it's connecting with the fuel, which is the mat or whatever, is going to cause a fire. Persons continuously having children around who are very much like to explore new options. So they like to see fire because it's nice. It's a good light. So they like to jump up on cupboards or they see a matchstick or a light and they start to touch something and the whole house or the area might get fire. So these are some of the areas where we have a lot of causes of fires. And once we have the knowledge, we'll be able to prevent a number of these fires from happening.
Has technology played a role here in St. Kitts and Nevis in helping to prevent fire?
Well, yes. That's the way we always ask persons to purchase their smoke detectors. It's not really going to prevent fires, but again, it's a mean of alerting persons that there's a fire. Once you have these alerting mechanism in your property, they can always catch the fire in advance to prevent it from getting worse. And this relates to the technological aspect of it. Persons that have to be mindful and do a number of research to ensure what is best for their business, homes, and family. So constant research. We are also, and our statistics units always advising us on the best way forward to prevent these and giving us the support as it relates to the technology and the best way to ensure that persons are safe.
Okay, great. As it relates to the technology aspect of it, we know of fire extinguishers, the different classes.
Yeah.
You made mention of the fire detectors. Are there any other technology that we should be aware of, or is that just for the firefighters' end?
Well, we cannot leave it on our end, really. So it's best, as I say, once we do our research, we have to do constant research. Every day something comes up new, right? So once we get involved, we'll be able to stay up to par with the growing technology and be able to prevent and extinguish and make sure the alerting mechanisms are in place for us to prevent lives.
A concern has been raised here on this show on more than one occasion. I don't think the concern has been raised in your presence, though. So I'm going to raise the concern now. Burglar bars in the homes. Some saying it's good to keep the burglars out, but it's bad just in case you have a fire.
Very good.
Any suggestions? Any thoughts to the to the conversation in terms of a workaround to protect your home and still protect yourself?
Yes. They are important. As I say, we keep out the burglars, but we also trapping ourselves inside. I've been to several institutions where I saw that they have hinges on those burglar bars and a lock. So rather for all of them to be bolted into the walls, they have a hinge so you can open it as a window and you can get out. But you have to keep the locks locked because burglars can always put in a hand and open it. So you have to set a family escape plan. You have to put it in place. And you must have those keys readily available. Because I don't think that one key open multiple locks, those padlocks. So let's say you have 10 burglar bars, you have 10 different keys. So you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tape on each key. If electricity is out, or it's in the dark, with a lot of smoke would have in the property, each room, how can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on each key to get each lock open? So I'm not saying it cannot be done, but over time, once you have the training and the experience and the knowledge, you'll be able to, 1, prevent yourself from the burglars, and 2, get out safely in an event of a fire. So we have some new windows, I'll be built-in burglar bars. I never seen them. Some white one with some nice fancy one you can turn up. Right. So similarly, we have to do some research on those to see if how best we can get them damaged to get out. So you're going to need maybe some what do you call those big hammers or whatever to get out. But if you can get cut in event. So there's a lot of things that we can look at and ask questions at these businesses. We are selling these these windows to see how best we can come up with the best solution to keep out the burglars and let us get out safely.
Not trapping yourself.
Not trapping yourself.
Yeah, that's very important. And very, very important. As it relates to the business end of fire prevention now, what are some of the common fires you've seen in as it relates to business?
Well, mostly electrical. When it comes to restaurants as well, as we talk about kitchen fires, the buildup of grease. We had a big one over Peninsula. I forget the name of the company. Vibes and something like that. Most time persons they cannot effectively use these fires or these electrical equipments. So persons maybe tend to make a mistake or light off these mechanisms and leave them unattended. So over time they will get fires. They will get light. We are seeing certain areas where persons, especially businesses, will have a number of computers. We're seeing persons when it comes to businesses. So mostly electrical and kitchen fires. We're mostly seeing most of these fires. So the best practice is to have us to come in and have a lecture with them on fire behavior. So have all the staff involved in this training. So in an event of a fire, not only they can put it out, extinguish the fire, but they can detect it early and put preventative measures in place when I see these hazards lying around to eliminate the hazards to prevent fires from starting.
Okay, thank you so much. We just have about 4 minutes before we wrap up the program. Anything you would like to share that we didn't cover this morning?
Well, yes. So we're going to continue. We're going to continue this conversation next week, God's willing. We're going to put the classes of fires and match them to the type of fire extinguishers that can use in the classes of fire.
Right.
So it doesn't end here.
Right.
Because we don't want persons to go to these wholesales, these areas, these building material stores and purchase any type of extinguishers. We don't want to purchase a water extinguisher. We have electrical fire, use water extinguisher and electrical fire. It cannot happen. CO2 is important, but it cannot be used on class A. Multipurpose is effective, but it cannot be used on certain types of fire, especially class D. So asking persons to go out and do some research, and next week when we come, we will go more in depth as it relates to the type of fires and the type of extinguishers that you need to purchase to put out these fires.
Right.
And also go in to educate them on how to use the fire extinguisher as well.
And we're targeting homeowners, right?
Yes.
Homeowners, not people who pay rent, right? They have landlords. The landlords should take this into consideration. So landlords
yes,
are technically homeowners, right? Or homeowners who have their own homes and landlords.
Very good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time as usual. And thanks for being here. Thanks for everyone listening and watching. Don't touch that dial. We have more for you coming up inside the Outwork Network. Deslin from Carambola is going to be here this morning. They're getting ready for Valentine's. What's in store at Carambola for Valentine's? Stay tuned and find out.
This coming Valentine's, experience an unforgettable Valentine's evening at Carambola Beach Club. Indulge in a three-course chef-curated menu alongside wine and themed cocktail specials and a gift of a beautiful rose for each lady. Dance the night away in beachside ambience as live jazz entertainment serenades you and your special someone. Give us a call at 465-9090 or 763-9090 or visit us at carambolabeachclub.com to make your reservations for this enchanting